Dude, what time is it?
12:30.
I'm totally starving.
Me too.
Do we have any leftovers?
Nope.
Okay.
So what are you making?
Spam?
Ugh!
You better get on it, girl.
Fine.
Okay, so what are we having?
Not Spam!
Oh, man.
Last year when we traveled across Canada, I have to say the one thing that I really wanted to recreate when we got home were the Finnish pancakes that we had at Hoito Restaurant in Thunder Bay, Ontario. It was really odd because when we arrived in Thunder Bay, I guess I looked at Yelp to find a place to eat, and Hoito came up, but I was like, oh, but it's a Finnish restaurant. That's so odd. And then we asked the manager at the hotel we were staying at where we should eat, and he said, oh, you have to eat at Hoito's. So because of all the recommendations, we decided, okay, we got to go eat at Hoito. And it was amazing. These Finnish pancakes, they're similar to crepes. We also have restaurants here called The Dutch, and they make like a very thin crepe-like pancake as well that they call pancake,
Yeah.
I think. And yeah, so I have been making these for about, well, since we came back. And it's almost regular. Every week, every 2 weeks or so, we have it instead of regular American pancakes. I don't know if it's authentic anymore in terms of, in relation to the ones that we had at Hoito, but this is my version of a thin crepe-like pancake, and I hope that you'll enjoy it too. They're super easy to make. I am heating up my crepe pan, and I had to get a crepe pan because we were making them so often. I was getting really annoyed with the deep cast iron pan that I have. I specifically got the crepe pan just to make these crepes, and I use them, well, I use it all the time. I'm heating it up on medium, and depending on your stove, you want them to brown but not burn. So that's my caveat.
All right.
I'm starting off with 3 cups of homogenized milk.
Or whole milk.
Whole milk.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 eggs. My egg won't open. There we go. We're going to lightly beat this. Okay, that's it. And then add 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, approximate. I'm trying not to get in your way.
That's an impossibility.
And then a good pinch of kosher salt. Okay, and just whisk that through. And then I'm going to add about 1 3/4 cup flour, and you may need up to 2 cups of flour. I'm going to try to show you the consistency that you're looking for, and then you can decide how much flour to add. And you want to add it slowly. So while whisking, I just add a little bit of flour, and keep adding flour as I go. So that's 1 cup. So I start with 2 cups, and I'm just going to add slowly. You don't want it to be too thin, and you don't want it to be too thick. So I'm just going to add a little bit more, but not quite 2 cups. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show you the consistency. So you want, I don't know how to describe this consistency.
It's runny, but not completely like water.
Yeah, so it's thicken, but it's not too thick.
We hope it's coming through clearly on the screen for you guys.
Pull it up a little bit further.
Yeah.
Probably be able to see it better also as I pour it into the pan, how it fills the pan. You want about a teaspoon of butter, and I'm using the unsalted butter. It's browning quite nicely already. And about I want to say that's about 3/4 cup of batter. Where the butter is bubbling, that will be a little bit crispy. Really yummy. I'm also turning down my heat a little bit because cast iron does hold heat really well. And as you can see, it's kind of cooked all the way through now. There's just a little bit of wetness. I don't know how to, so it's kind of dry. It's dry on top. So I'm going to flip it now. And that's it. 1 more minute on the other side. Sorry, I tore into that a little bit.
Uh-oh, not photo worthy.
So for the second one, you start with another pat of butter. And I start on one end because I know my pan is slanted, but I just let it dribble down. It's pouring outside.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, are you ready for
The taste. Flo and Dude collab. She cooks and I eat.
Essentially, that's like every day
Oh
of
yeah.
our life.
As you may notice, it's just Flo and myself. It's actually a weekday. The kids are at school.
This is one of their favorite breakfasts, which is why he says that.
Yes, so I may feel guilty, but not really because I'm hungry and you are too. So I'm gonna dig in.
All right.
Flo, usually when the kids are around, she makes...
I make whipped cream on the side because that's what the daughter likes. And she can eat a whole bowl of whipped cream if I let her. And the boy actually just likes it plain.
Yeah, he doesn't
Sometimes he puts a little bit of maple syrup on there, but otherwise he just likes it plain Jane.
Yeah. And also, we usually do wedges of lemon and icing sugar.
So my favorite combo actually is squeezing lemon on top, a big dollop of whipped cream, and then maple syrup poured on top of that. Sometimes with blueberries too.
Oh, so fancy and complex. Almost too much, Flo. I like it a bit more simple. I either like it with the lemon squeezed on with icing sugar or just straight maple syrup. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in. You guys are probably wondering, just get with it, dude. Didn't really do a good job. Okay. A tiny bit of crispiness on the edges and where it's browned, and a nice and eggy soft in the middle, just the way I like it. So I think it's the egginess versus straight up pancake. Yeah.
You know what would make this extra special also is a side of bacon.
A side of bacon would make anything more special, I think.
We hope you enjoyed this video and then this very simple recipe. This recipe makes about 8 of these pancakes, and it takes about, I don't know, less than half an hour for sure. Like maybe about 20 minutes to get it done from start to finish. finish the Finnish pancakes.
Wah, wah, wah.
If you don't subscribe, please subscribe to my channel and check out our other videos. Till next time, be simple, ordinary, and joyful.